Hello everyone, my name is Jordan Rye and I'm currently studying to become a high school English teacher once I graduate. For this week's assignment, I created an educational toolkit on Padlet for a multicultural education called Bridging Gaps. This includes strategies for integrating different multicultural content and how I can incorporate culturally responsive teaching methods and create a classroom that is inclusive and including the families of students that I teach and the community of the school that I'll be working in. My awareness of diversity did influence the strategies that I selected for this assignment. Diversity does include racial, ethnic, cultural differences, as well as language, family structure, religious or personal experiences. And I wanted my toolkit to recognize that every student who walks into my classroom, no matter what their cultural beliefs or backgrounds are, that I will confidently be able to teach them and make them feel included. Because I also plan to teach English, including diverse literature and multicultural poetry, including different stories from families, and provide opportunities for students to look at literature and look at stories from other perspectives outside of their own. In my assignment, I did include multiple choices for turning in assignments, different learning groups, and ways for students to participate within the class. And these strategies support students who may feel more comfortable writing or being in a smaller group setting rather than speaking to the entire class. The 4 personal virtues that I discussed in topic 2 were compassion, open-mindedness, perseverance, and service. Compassion influenced my strategies by helping students feel supported instead of expecting every student to participate and learn the same way I do, or treat it as a one-size-fits-all. Open-mindedness is reflected in my activities and are there to encourage students to respectfully listen to one another or respectfully disagree. Perseverance is important because becoming an educator requires continued growth and reflection. Teachers will make mistakes and realize that their curriculum may not represent students the way they intended for it to. Perseverance means accepting constructive criticism and always looking for new ways to improve. Service influenced my strategies through family and community because I believe that teaching is a form of service, and families should be treated as partners with the teacher to help provide students the best education they can have. One important lesson that I gained in multicultural education, I've learned that it's more than just celebrating certain holidays or talking about particular people or books at certain times of the year. It means that teachers are there to critique their methods and continue looking for new practices and setting the classroom expectations and providing opportunities for each student. And inclusivity should shape both how a teacher is teaching and what it is that they're teaching. Creating this toolkit has helped me to make multicultural education an ongoing part of my classroom when I graduate. I do plan to include a variety of perspectives and cultures, and I want to learn about my students without making assumptions and communicate with their families in a respectful way, and provide opportunities for each of my students to feel heard and understood. But most importantly, I want to remember the principles of Imago Dei, because every person is made in the image of God, and each student has worth and deserves to have compassion, grace, respect, and feel like they should belong in the classroom. Thank you for listening.